I pretended to be someone's boyfriend for one night, and now we're married. I was sitting at a bar at night when a woman I'd never seen before walked up to me, grabbed my face, and kissed me, not a peck. A full kiss that lasted 3 seconds and tasted like wine and desperation. She pulled back, her hands still on my shoulders, and looked me directly in the eyes. I am so sorry, she whispered, but I need you to play along, please. Before I could ask what the hell was happening, she turned around and smiled at a couple who'd just walked up behind her. Mom, Dad, this is my boyfriend, the one I've been telling you about. Her mother was a stern-looking woman in a blazer who looked me up and down like she was calculating my net worth. Her father was tall and broad-shouldered, wearing an expression that said he was ready to interrogate me about my intentions. I should have told them this was clearly a mistake. Instead, I heard myself say, nice to finally meet you both. She's told me so much about you. The woman's grip on my shoulder tightened in what I assumed was gratitude. Her mother's expression didn't change. Interesting. She hasn't told us anything about you. Not your name, not what you do, not how you met, nothing. That's because I wanted it to be a surprise, the woman said quickly. I knew you'd be in town this week, and I wanted you to meet him in person, rather than just hearing about him over the phone. Her father crossed his arms. And your name is? I looked at the woman. We hadn't discussed a single detail of this fake relationship, and now I was supposed to have a name that matched whatever story she'd invented. Andrew, I said, picking the first name that came to mind. Andrew Fletcher. And what do you do, Andrew? Her mother asked. I'm in software development, web applications mostly. That part was actually true. The woman seemed to relax slightly. How did you two meet? Her father asked. The woman jumped in before I could answer. At a coffee shop, 3 months ago. I spilled my latte all over his laptop and felt terrible, so I insisted on buying him a new drink. We got to talking and she trailed off, looking at me to finish. And I asked for her number before she could leave. I continued. Best coffee shop accident of my life. Her mother's expression softened slightly, which I took as a good sign. Her father still looked skeptical. 3 months, he said. That's not very long. Long enough to know she's special, I said. And the woman squeezed my shoulder again. We were improvising a relationship in real time and somehow not completely failing. Her mother checked her watch. We have dinner reservations in 20 minutes. I assume you'll be joining us, Andrew? My beer was still half full on the bar behind me. I'd been planning to finish it, go home, and watch basketball. Now I was apparently going to dinner with strangers while pretending to date someone whose name I didn't even know. I'd love to, I said. The woman finally released my shoulder and took my hand instead, interlacing our fingers like we'd done this 1,000 times. We followed her parents out of the bar and onto the street. The moment we were a few steps behind them, she leaned close and whispered, thank you. I'll explain everything. I promise. And I'm Sophia, by the way, Andrew. But you already know that because I just made it up in front of your parents. She let out a small, slightly hysterical laugh. I'm so sorry. I panicked. They showed up 3 days early and I wasn't prepared and they kept asking about my boyfriend and I didn't know what to do. So you grabbed a random stranger at a bar? You were the closest person who looked reasonably dateable. I didn't have time to be picky. Reasonably dateable. I'll put that on my dating profile. She squeezed my hand. I owe you everything. Dinner is on me. And after tonight, you never have to see me again. We arrived at an Italian restaurant 3 blocks away. The hostess seated us at a table near the window and I found myself sitting across from Sophia's parents while trying to remember every detail of the fake relationship we'd just invented. 3 months, coffee shop, spilled latte. Her name was Sophia. My name was Andrew, which was actually my real name, so at least I wouldn't forget that part. The waiter came and took drink orders. Sophia's father ordered scotch. Her mother ordered white wine. Sophia ordered red wine and looked like she wanted to drink the entire bottle. I ordered another beer and tried to look relaxed. So Andrew, Sophia's mother began once the waiter left. Tell us about yourself. Where did you grow up? Illinois, small town outside Chicago. Moved here for college and stayed for work. All true. I was accidentally being honest, which made the lying easier. And your family? Parents are still in Illinois. One sister younger, she's a teacher. Also true. This was the easiest fake relationship I'd ever been in. Do you see them often? Sophia's father asked. Few times a year. Holidays mostly. We video call regularly though. Sophia was watching me with an expression I couldn't read, like she was learning about the person she was supposedly dating. What about your intentions with our daughter? Her father asked bluntly. Sophia choked on her water. Dad, we've been dating for 3 months. Can we not do the interrogation thing right now? I think it's a fair question, her mother said. You've been very secretive about this relationship. We're just trying to understand what's happening. I could feel Sophia tensing beside me. This was the moment where I could bail, make an excuse, end this charade before it went any further. To see what I did, click the link below or go on my channel.